Here are 10 items you need to buy in Deadlock. As we all know, farming souls to purchase items is the name of the game. Becoming more powerful as the game goes on is the natural progression of Deadlock, and how powerful you are usually dictates whether or not you win or lose. But I see so many people not taking advantage of some very powerful items that will completely change the way you play and can change the outcome of a losing game. The items I'm talking about today are active items. So many players just glance over these items and don't purchase them at all, or if they do purchase them, they forget that they have them just to leave them unactivated. Active items, when purchased, are placed into one of 4 slots, just like your abilities, and they function exactly like abilities with individual cooldowns. Think of active items as abilities that every hero can wield. So let's go down the list of 10 very powerful active items that you need to consider adding to your builds. Number 1, the Warpstone. Warpstone is extremely underrated, and just like we mentioned at the beginning of the intro, not many people actually are using their active items, and this is one that you definitely don't want to leave unactive. It'll allow you to teleport out and into situations, whether they're unsafe or safe, and whether you want to execute a combo move or just get back to good health. So with Warpstone, you'll teleport straight ahead wherever you're currently aiming, and you'll gain bullet resist, being a 30% bullet resist. Now, do keep in mind that just because the items are active does not mean that they are not providing value while they're inactive. So with Warpstone, you still get weapon damage and spirit power increases as well, and this nice additional bonus when you do activate it. The second item you most definitely need to look into, and probably my second favorite on this list, is Unstoppable. With Unstoppable, you're definitely getting one of the better base buffs that you would see out of active items. So additional bonus health, spirit resist, movement speed, spirit power. However, whenever you activate this, you'll temporarily suppress negative status effects and become immune to stun, silence, sleep, root, and disarm. But a little side note about this item is you need to make sure you're paying attention, because you can't use this when you're already stunned or slept. So make sure your brain's awake, paying attention, and ready to use it before things go south, especially when you're playing against Dynamo, Abrams, Seven, and basically all other stun characters. My least favorite, Haze. I hate people that play Haze. So the third item you need to start buying is Majestic Leap. While Majestic Leap may not have as good of base buffs that Unstoppable had, it definitely has a very unique active item. So it does come with a base buff of spirit power, bonus health, but you can launch yourself into the air, and while you're in the air, you can use the item again to drop down faster. However, you should note that you cannot use this item for 5 seconds if you've been attacked by an enemy hero. You may be thinking, well, why even use this item? Well, it's perfect for combos like Lash and Pocket. You can leap into the air to execute nasty combos. Now, item number 4 that you should start implementing into your builds is Debuff Remover. This one's a little complex, so buckle up. You do get bonus health and weapon damage. Also, you get a passive with this one, which reduces the duration of all negative effects applied to you, and you get a 35% debuff resist. However, it is an active item, so there's an active portion of this where you can purge all negative effects currently applied to you. And if any effects were removed, you'll gain a movement speed bonus, but this cannot be used while stunned or slept. There's a lot that goes into this item, which is why it's a little bit more pricey at $42.50, but it's definitely one you should start using more. The best aspect of it, despite it being anti-trap, is probably when you can remove damage over time. So people like Pocket, Infernus, Vindicta, they can be so annoying to play against. And so remember, even though it's an active item, it has that as a passive. Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys have been sleeping on these items. The 5th item you need to start incorporating into your builds is Metal Skin. Once again, an additional bonus health, spirit power, fire rate, but this active makes you to become immune to bullets and melee attacks. I mean, it's literally anti-everything just about. This is a great counter to Haze, Abrams, McGinnis, or even early game when those losers start trying to push you and melee you. So just be aware, if you ever feel like you're in a situation with someone who's bullet heavy or melee heavy, this could be a huge item to turn the game around. The 6th item you need to start incorporating into your builds for Deadlock is Rescue Beam. Only at 3,000 souls. Honestly, these things are a huge bargain, and that's been the case for many of these items, but you also get an active with this that heals a target allied hero and yourself for a percentage of max health. So once while healing, you can pull the target towards you, and it can be self-cast also. This is great for saving teammates or for bebop hooks and ults, and can also pull teammates away from really bad situations. And to be honest, it has a pretty long range. Now, the next 4 are spirit items, and the 7th thing you need to start incorporating in your Deadlock builds is Refresher. 6,200 souls. I know this one is pricey, but trust me, it is worth it. You get spirit resist, bullet resist, but the active ability on it is the reset cooldown of all your abilities and restore all of your charges. I mean, I really don't have to explain how powerful this can be. There's crazy ult potential for a lot of heroes. Heavy DPS and long cooldown abilities, ults work great with this, obviously. I mean, think about being at the end game when you're literally in the enemy base and they're just coming out of their spawn and you're just double haze ulting. I mean, those guys are just getting melted. Item number 8 is Knockdown. It's going to provide stamina, spirit power, spirit shield health, but when activated, target is knocked down and stunned after a 2-second delay, interrupting and temporarily preventing them from taking any action. So basically, you're giving a hero that doesn't have a stun effect a stun effect. In reality, you can take things from many heroes and honestly combine them just with one by using these active items properly. Of course, all of these can be situational and some may work better on other heroes, but Knockdown is one many definitely need to consider. The 9th item on this list is Ethereal Shift. Now, the base stats on this item is definitely nothing to write home about, but it does have a very nice active item where you can enter a void state and become untargetable and invincible for a short duration, during which you cannot move or perform any actions, and afterwards you'll instantly reload and gain bonus spirit power. This item can also be canceled early. Now, it's important to note that this is definitely one that may take some practice because you're going to have to time abilities, you're going to have to be able to be super fast with your reactions, but if you're looking to take your Deadlock game to the next level, this is definitely one to consider because in the hands of the right player, you're going to be avoiding many abilities that would cause so much damage. Now, the last item on this list you need to start considering is Curse. Like most of the best items in this game, yes, it is 6,200 souls, but it does have spirit power increase and weapon damage increase, and the active item allows you to curse any enemy, interrupting, silencing, disarming, and preventing item usage. I mean, with this item, you are practically shutting down any hero because when you use it, they can't shoot, use abilities, items, and will interrupt any abilities that are in progress. Basically, you're taking them out of the fight. This is definitely my favorite item on this list because it does provide the most value with, in my opinion, the least effort. Now, you may use this items at less effective times than others, but you're not necessarily having to time other people's abilities or have good reaction time. But if I had to take a stab at what your favorite item from this list probably was, and one I hope to see you using, it's definitely Refresher. It's straight to the point, it's easy to understand, all of your abilities get reset, all the cooldowns are back, and you get to use double ultimate. I mean, who doesn't love that? So here are my 10 items that you need to start incorporating into your Deadlock builds. Let me know if I got Refresher as your guess correct, and if you had a different favorite, then let me know down below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel as it helps a ton with the birth of this brand new channel, and what we hope for is great success with this brand new game. If you have other ideas of what you'd like to see, let us know down below, and feel free to check out this video of the unreleased hero soon to come known as Astro. Until the next time, take care, and we'll see you all later, and enjoy playing Deadlock.